S.M.A.A.R.T.Mom September 2013 online mommy timeout video. You want to say hello, Dustin?
Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mommy.
Say hello, everybody.
Hello, Tully.
Hello, everybody. Anyway, getting back to this point, I'm just going to mention a few words and see if they ring a bell. VCR. Broken. Fix it. Now. Well, if you're familiar with those words, you know where I'm going with this video. Now, did you know back in 1956 the technology first produced the VCR, or video cassette recorder? Now here it is almost 50 years later, quite the lifespan. However, if you looked in the stores, you're going to find they're not there anymore. They're being faded out, and anybody who has an autistic child knows this is not going to be a good thing. Transitioning these guys from something like the VCR after all these years, and mind you, Dustin is going on 18 this next year, so that's a lot of years to be used to the VCRs. So we have basically found a way to transition Dustin into accepting getting a DVD versus the VCR tapes. And basically what we did is we are using tokens. Now, we have tokens that we've used for other games in the house. I don't know if maybe you might have something, but I'm sure you can come up with something, moms and dads. You know your kids. Now, we came up with an idea where basically we started out on a Saturday, which is after, unfortunately, 2 VCRs that were used that we got from Goodwill that didn't work. So after a couple of days and the meltdowns, I had to have a plan, and I was not looking forward to getting Dustin escalated with these behaviors and ultimately me getting bruised up or just not having good days with Dustin, and we had to do something. We had to have a plan. So this is where I came up with. We basically have taken one tape, and mind you, Dustin's got a good 400 tapes. I know that sounds crazy, but like I said, if you're a family like ours, you'll understand where I'm coming from. So basically, getting back to what I was saying, you can see all of these are numbered. I have told Dustin that we're going to go to Goodwill and we're going to get a DVD, not a VCR tape. And he, of course, went into the store and was wanting to get that tape, but I reinforced it with what I call just a Chuck E. Cheese token. Now, I don't know how your kids like Chuck E. Cheese, if they can permit it with the sounds, but there are certain times I'm sure you can call ahead so you can bring them in there and it's not so chaotic. So getting back to my point, Dustin loves Chuck E. Cheese, and we don't go there very often, so this is a great incentive, kind of like the other incentives I've used in the past. I have told Dustin that we go into the Goodwill, we get our VCR tape, no more, we get our DVD in order to get a token. When we come back into the car, mind you, I didn't give him the token when we went to the checkout and he was asking for it. I wanted to make sure I got him to the car and out of the store without any meltdowns that were unnecessary. I want him to understand that this is what we are doing now. So we go back and we put our token into the jar. And then we come home and we take our DVD tape that we bought from the Goodwill and we put a number
28
on that and put it back on the shelf. Now, ironically, I thought it was going to be a big problem with Dustin having to take one and replace it with that identical movie. It has not been an issue, so if any of you are curious about it. And if it does seem to turn into an issue, I suggest you kind of evade it and just kind of not listen to it and stay on track with what you're trying to achieve. They'll get it. So, nevertheless, he went back, he put number 1 on the first tape. He took the number 1 VHS tape and he put it in to another room where I've got it set up for him to put those tapes into a little bend. And I have a little sign there as well. And basically, he has to take that movie and put it in there in order to get another token. Now, on that, I'll just show you a quick picture real quick. Okay, so here's the other room I was mentioning about the VCR tapes that he has to turn in. Dustin's had hospitalizations for the dentist, so he understands hospitals. So I use that as an incentive as well. What you can see down here, I've just basically put out some pictures that show cartoons of kids who are in the hospital. And basically he is informed that every tape that he turns in, these tapes get donated to sick kids, and that makes them feel better. So he knows these movies are not coming back. He understands that we've replaced them with a DVD. They have their own number, and these are gone. There is no coming back. Now, he also is aware that when he has so many of these tapes donated to the sick kids, that we're going to have a big Chuck E. Cheese party. So that's where the sign comes in. Now, when I initially started this, I said when all the tapes were gone that we would go spend our tokens. However, I've rethought that, considering he has got so many of those tapes, and I'm sure you can relate with that, that I've decided that it's more feasible and probably a little bit more successful to achieve what we're trying to achieve and get all these tapes out of the house and replace them with DVDs by telling him that if you get 50 of those tokens, we've earned a party. And then we'll start from scratch again and get these tapes out of here. When you get these tapes, I highly suggest that you don't hold on to them. We aren't necessarily taking these down to the hospital, which of course he doesn't realize that. These are getting donated to other people in other places. But I just want to make sure that you understand that not to keep these in, because it's going to be hard for them to let go of some of these movies. You've got to remember that. So when you get these movies in this bend, get rid of them as soon as possible, whether they're at school, but best when they're not around. So this is my idea as far as the Chuck E. Cheese tokens and making the transition from VCR tapes to DVDs. You gotta love technology, and sometimes it's not on our sides, autism families, but we have got to overcome these kind of ordeals because things are changing as life goes on, as we all know. Some things you don't want to go, just are going to, because technology tends to do that. So I hope this little tidbit is going to help you out there adjust these guys in a very positive way for both you and your child or teen or adult. And in the meantime, like I said before, I hope this helps you like it has for me. And I really would love to see you this next month. I'm going to the Zoo Boo Bash. You have to dress up. Dustin will be dressed up. I will be dressed up. Would love to see you all there. It's a great time to get out and just live life to its fullest and have fun with it. And don't forget, if you are not into going into public places for lunch dressed up in your Halloween costume, you may not want to join us there either, but we do go to the McDonald's at lunchtime all dressed up. It's a fun thing. I dare you to come join me. So anyway, have a great day, and I hope this helps you like it has me. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yes. Dustin's VCR. VCR broke it.
What?
Mommy fixed it. Mommy, I did it. Yeah.